All right, girlfriend says I have a staring problem. Dear Billy Speedbag, I have been dating this girl for about 6 months now, and 95% of the time things have been going amazing. Dude, 95% is pretty ridiculous. She's smart, pretty, and has a good career she is building for herself. We have our occasional little arguments about small things from time to time, but have been a few occasions that we have gotten into blowouts that have made me really question the relationship. All right. Over the past 6 months, we've had this same argument 3 separate times, and each time I get more fed up. Every time it has played out the same way. We go out on a date, everything's going perfect, and then all of a sudden my girlfriend's mood switches like a light switch, and instantly I can tell something is wrong. After asking her multiple times what her deal is, she will finally open up with some passive-aggressive remark along the lines of, if you want to go get that girl's number, just go for it. Okay. She insists that I have a bad problem with f***ing other girls and that it is embarrassing to her and that her boyfriend has a staring problem. Bill, on every occasion that we've had this argument, I literally couldn't even recall what girl she's accusing me of staring at. Dude, this is so hard because you're going to say that you're not doing it. She's saying that she's doing it. How the f*** do I answer this? I'm 26 and not new to the dating game, and I have had a few serious relationships in the past, and this girl is the first one to ever bring up this problem and cause arguments about it. The first 2 times we had this argument, I gave in and just apologized, even though I knew I did nothing wrong, and said something along the lines of, I'm really sorry it appeared that way. I didn't realize I was doing that, and I will do better to try and stop it in the future. Last night we had the exact same argument, but this time I stood my ground. Good for you. And I told her it was bullshit and that she needs to stop projecting insecurities of her past on me and start believing me and trusting me. Okay, I was going to say that if you're not fucking people. Number 1, I'm not looking at anyone else in a sexual or attracted way. Number 2, I would never intentionally do something to make her uncomfortable or embarrassed in that way. Bill, I'm a little lost here. Clearly, there has to be something from her past or some sort of past relationship trauma she went through that would make her so quick to just assume that I'm staring at other girls while I'm with her. But I can't keep having this argument over and over again when I am generally from the bottom of my heart not staring at anybody else except for her. Seeing as how this is a repeated problem and these arguments have really been putting a strain on our relationship, do you think it's time for me to break up with her? Or do you think she is valid and it's possible I'm doing this subconsciously and genuinely not noticing them staring at girls? Thanks in advance and go f*** yourself. First of all, I have no f***ing idea what you're doing. Like, how would I know whether you're doing it or not? You're saying you're not doing it. She's saying you are. I can tell you this. Whatever you're doing is driving her up the f***ing wall, whether you're doing it or not. And the fact that you're saying that 95% of the time it's cool, but you're asking me if you should break up with this person over this shit, I don't think you love them. I don't think it's worth it. And if this is the deal, all I can go on is what you said. So if you're not staring and she's doing this shit, and not only is she doing this shit, she makes you ask 5 fucking times before she comes up with it, I would make one final attempt, and I would do this before you go out and just say, listen, this is the deal. I'm going out tonight. I'm taking you out. I'm buying you dinner. Okay? I am out to dinner with you. You're the person I want to be out to dinner with. But I'm going to tell you this. If you start that, you're staring at people again when I'm not, I'm not living my life this way. What does that mean? And just say, what do you think that means? Because that's what they're going to do. Well, what the f*** does that mean? Because you can't put any f***ing parameters on them as they're doing it to you. Or what you do is you just go out with them and You just go out with her, and if she accuses you again of it, then that's it. That's it. Then it's a fucking wrap. Or there's the last option, like, well, you said you asked her if this is some sort of past thing, like did some guy cheat on her? I have like no idea, or she has some sort of insecurity. However, if you are, looking lustfully at women, just maybe not do that. Maybe stop doing that. But if you're not, I have to be honest with you, on the outside of that, that just does not sound, I don't give a fuck how good looking she is, how much of a good time you're having. If somebody is just like that, this is what I do with, like, I always did with, like, women like that, is I will apologize 1 or 2 times, depending on how much this person's in my life. But then once I have that third dust up, this is how I handle females. I have a third dust up with them. What I do with that, and I still have to interact with them, what I just kind of do is I'm just like, all right, I'm going to let this person lead. All right, if they want to talk to me, they can fucking talk. If they don't, then I'm just going to just shut the fuck up, because obviously whatever the fuck it is that I'm doing is not, is not working. And I'll even do that with my wife. Like, if she's just like fucking annoyed with me, I just go, all right, well, then I will be here. I'm not going to be like here and angry or here and sad. I'm just like here. Not happy, not sad, not disappointed, not anything. Just here. Is everything all right? Yeah, everything's cool. And then they just do that. Well, you're not talking. It's like, well, when I open my mouth, you just get mad at me. So, like, what the fuck am I supposed, What, this, this is the thing about women. They're a fucking Rubik's Cube, all right? And you're not going to figure them out. So, you got to get one that is worth the annoyance. Not to say that men aren't annoying, but, I don't date men. I'm sure women could say the exact same thing. That's what it is. So, like, I will say, though, that when women get mad and then they won't tell you why they're mad, and they just keep they're just constantly, how much does he care about me? Is he willing to ask me 17 times what the problem is? And then what's funny is once you they just play games with you. And then once you stop playing the game, then they become the cool chick that you fell in love with. And they stop being a asshole. But that's just to get you to sign up for another tour of duty. All right, I'm going off of here. But I don't know. Just my gut says the fact that you're considering breaking, if 95% of this is cool, but this is so annoying, I don't think you love this chick. I don't. And I don't, like, what are you supposed to, there's nothing to it. A beautiful woman walks by. We're not supposed to do the side glance. I mean, you can't, like, the second, like, every guy, just like, notice this, if high heels are on a linoleum floor behind a table full of men, they're all going to turn around, look, and not even know they're doing it. It's just, I don't know. It's just how we are. So I don't know. That does not sound like a fun situation. And reading it, I was hoping that you were going to get out of it, either by working it out with her or getting out of the relationship. But the fact that you wrote in, it's enough of an issue in the relationship that it needs to be handled. So you got to just have a conversation like, listen, we're talking about this one last time. Okay, because I'm not doing this shit. And if whatever the you think it is that I am doing is bothering you at this level, then you need to move on to another guy. Okay, because I'm not going to sit. What do you want me to do? Come to the table with blinders on like a horse? All right. Look at any guy in here. I don't give a You're looking at him. Why wouldn't you look at him? There's better looking guys than him. I don't give a I honestly don't give a tell you not to look at somebody. not going to tell you what to do and then f***ing extend that to me. Don't tell me what to do. Then we can kind of be in a relationship but not feel like somebody's sitting on somebody else's chest. I don't know. But I have noticed in the last few years, men writing in more and more going like, am I making too big a deal of this? She's still hanging out with her ex-boyfriend. Is there something wrong with, I'm trying to give her space. It's hilarious. They're getting away with murder right now.